awesome, generous people contributed, and we were able to donate $5,000 to the Animal Rescue Society. This money will help 2,500 shelter dogs get their vaccinations so that they will become more adoptable. Now, a lot of the people who contributed to this project are here today, and many of them are wearing purple bracelets to support them. If you contributed, raise your hand. And also, when a very talented fan of yours in England found out about the project and the donations to help the homeless dogs, she painted these pictures of you and your dogs and sent them to me to get to you.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Hold them up. Look at this dog.
And here is a check and certificate representing the money that was donated in your honor to the Animal Rescue Site, and a card with every donor's name in it.
Wow. Wow. My God.
Better than candy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to.
Card.
She saves the big ticket item for last.
On behalf of your fans, I'd like to present you with this book. It's full of pictures of you and your fans. I hope you enjoy it. It's just a little something to show how we appreciate everything you do for us. Thank you for being real, for being you, for being so wonderful and playful, and for always being so generous with us. We are proud to be your fans.
Thank you very much, Becky. That was awesome. That was absolutely terrific. Never want to be outdone. I, too, have a present for Jared. I happen to have it here with me. It's these Listerine breast strips. There you go. It's for all the wonderful things that you do, and I think they're just... And now he's even more kissable. Ladies and gentlemen, Jared Padalecki.
Wow. First and foremost, this is absolutely incredible. Thank you to everybody. It's really inspiring and really... As I was on the flight yesterday, I was sort of like, I'm going with basically no sleep to go on a plane for 8 hours, to get basically no sleep, to go on a plane for another 8 hours, to get basically no sleep, to go back to work. What motivated me to do this? And then stuff like this happens, and I love you all guys. That's absolutely insane, and I'm so flattered and honored, and I love that y'all went and did that for the Animal Rescue. I cannot believe that. I'm surrounded by people who are so much cooler than I am, and yet I'm the one on stage with the microphone. I'm flabbergasted. That's the biggest word I could think of at this point. Thank y'all guys. I mean, round of applause for y'all, because that's please, because yes, thank you. Oh my God. That's the biggest check I've ever seen. Hi guys. Thanks for coming out once again. I figured after however many times y'all get sick and tired, but y'all show up. This is the last time I heard that I agree. This is the last time y'all wake up and get in the car or on the plane to come see little old me, who's not so little. What did y'all think about episodes 1 and 2?
Yeah!
Good. We hit the ground running this year, and it feels like I always say that. It's like, oh, broken record, Jared, push play. Evil Sam? Yeah. What does that say? Evil Sam. You know what? I saw that earlier and I was like, a Vilson? What kind of name is that? I didn't realize that there was a space. I was like, is that British? Evil Sam. What does it say? Good Sam. I've been fighting for Evil Sam for a while. Awesome. Yeah, that was fun, huh? Yeah, we're now 7.5 episodes into it, and we're gonna get to see some more of Evil Sam, who's still doing it for a good reason. He's doing it to get rid of demons. So, you know, what do they say? The road to hell is paved good intentions.
Well, technically, you're still good.
I'd like to believe so. I don't know if I was writing it. I don't know what I'd write, but I'm still doing good things ultimately. I'm still at a loss from what I just received. Maybe someone can get something out of me. Is there a microphone floating around the thing? I see a hand right there. Right here.
Oh, the running man is back.
I'm trained from yesterday. You got me to say the word one.
Are you really?
Oh yeah, you'll say it.
You don't even need a mic. Yeah, yell it.
Really? Okay. Hi, Jared.
Hi!
Thanks for coming.
Thank you! That wasn't a question.
We heard you got engaged to Jim Beaver yesterday.
I apparently, in the last 3 hours, have been engaged to both Jim Beaver and EyeCon. So, I'm weighing my options. Nikki's beautiful. Jim is a dude. Nikki's talented. Jim is a dude. Jim has more facial hair. He wins there. I don't know if I want more facial hair. I think I'd have to go with Nikki. I'm gonna break Jim's heart. But plus, Nikki and I have that thing in common. We're both with the same demon, specifically. Very same. So I studied Nikki. I ended up watching the episode, being like, okay, what is she doing? Blah, 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 blah. But she's really good. I did, but yes, Jim's gonna be heartbroken.
I have a fluffy question. Not even
A fluffy question? I love fluffy.
Okay, good. It's not hard for you.
It's not hard. It's one you can handle.
You know, they'll work up for it later.
Awesome.
So we heard that you and Jensen live together, and I just wanted to know how spending 24 hours a day with him, isn't he making you crazy?
We do live together. Before I'm gonna squash any and all fantasies. Whatever any and all fantasies might involve. He lives downstairs, I live up. Yeah, it worked out kind of nice because I bought a house last year, you know, and he was living in a place that he was renting from his buddy and got kicked out, and so I was like, come on, stay over there. So we dance and cook and clean. We watch football and go to sleep, basically. Sometimes there'll be nights when we have a little bit of extra layover. Welcome to my world. Well, a little bit extra turnaround, you know, so we'll hang out and play guitar, or, you know, watch.
Who does the cooking and the cleaning?
Who does the cooking and the cleaning? Cliff, our bodyguard. There, I can blame him. He actually does. He'll bring over stuff and like grill. He has a nice little apron. I think we both clean. Luckily, he's a pretty clean guy. We've always gotten along, you know, we got along from day one, so I think we realized, listen, we're spending so much time together. And it's nice because his feelings aren't hurt if I walk in and go like, dude, get out of here, I'm going to sleep. And if we walk in and he's like, dude, I gotta crash. I'm like, cool, you know, and I'll play Nintendo by myself or something with 2 tears. But, thank you. I love that. But it's been nice. It's been nice because we work so hard and we get a chance to work on our stuff. So it's nice. I'm saying this 7.5 episodes into it. When I see y'all guys next time, I might be like, I'm gonna buy this on the house, just kidding. Get him away from me. Where's the mic? I see so many hands, but I've gotta follow that mic. You go, I'm going with your feeling, man. You've been doing this for 2 days. You're like a seasoned pro.
What was your favorite part of playing Sam in Supernatural?
My favorite part of playing Sam in Supernatural is the relationship that Sam has with Dean. Yeah, I think you see so much. I was watching actually one of the DVD commentaries, and Sarah Gamble was saying how she loves to see the brothers react to what's happening to the other brother. Like in Heart, when Sam has to kill Madison, how much it kills Dean, and then, you know, or in Fresh Blood, when Dean has to kill the vampire, how Sam kind of jumps. And so I was like, you know, that's really interesting and a good idea. And I think ultimately life is about relationships, so it's really fun to play that. Plus all the guns and demons and cute girls, and meeting you. Aww. She's cute. She is a keeper.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, first I'd like to say that I told Fred to keep his hands off Sam, and he said I could have you, so you're not mine.
Thanks, Fred.
So you're officially coming home with me. I want to know, well, 2 things. One, is Sam sleeping with Ruby?
Yeah.
They were doing something. They were doing something, so not currently.
Also, I was wondering if you could do the blah 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 bitch face.
Which was the blah 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 bitch
The
face?
one from the Tall Tales. Episode.
I don't know, did I say bitch?
No, you're like blah blah blah, and you have like
Blah, 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 blah. What was that? I forgot. That was a lot of fun.
Tall Tales.
Blah, 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 blah. I can't remember it. I think that's my everything face, isn't it? No matter what I do. Dean, we gotta go kill the demon. Pretty much, she is really, I don't think the mic's gonna make it back to you, but I'm so enthralled with, she's gone from like sitting to a little bit taller, to a little bit taller, a little bit taller. Before you run into the ceiling, I'm gonna let you just yell across the room. Of all 3 seasons? To watch? That's a huge question. Narrow it down. Give me an option between certain ones, because there's 60. That's a good one.
That's my favorite.
Okay, you gotta choose between I Lost My Shoe or Mystery Spot.
Bad Day of Black Rock.
Bad Day in Black Rock or Mystery Spot?
Born on the bad side.
Or Born Under That Sign.
See ya. Between those two, is this like a round robin tournament? Bad Day at Black Rock or Mystery Spot? Mystery Spot was so tough to film that I have to go with Bad Day at Black Rock because that was fun. That was more fun. What's the next one? Are they the final two? The episode I really liked that I just watched was Fresh Blood.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it, and I also liked the Christmas episode, which was right after that. Watching those, I was like, oh wow, like that's really cool. And there's some really cool stuff. Have y'all watched the bloopers of season 1? And there's that phone call from Jensen. Jensen and I have been laughing about that every now and again. But that was a good show. And man, I miss Sterling. He was really good. So we miss having him around. I'm gonna go back to following the mic. I was dazzled by the growing woman.
I just wanted to ask, in the season 4 opener, Sam and Dean.
Italian?
London. They get in the Impala and Sam's put an iPod in it, and it starts playing Jason Mann's.
Yeah.
And Dean does not like it. I want to know what's your favourite Jason Mann song?
Oh, I don't even know what my favorite Jason Man song. I know I love his version of Crazy Love. That's the first thing I ever heard him do. And I was like, Jason's a big guy. I'm a big guy. Jason's a big guy. He's kind of manly and like, you know, tough. His brother's tough. And then he grabbed the guitar and started playing. And I was like, that brother can sing, man. So I'm quite jealous. But it was really cool to have him in our show, because obviously we've been buddies for years. So it's cool to have him playing on the iPod. Next microphone.
Oh, I'm over here. Whoa. Okay. I teach 7th grade language arts, and I made my students write a letter. I'm right here. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. You want me to stand up?
No, I can.
Okay. I made my students write a letter to someone they admire, asking them what their favorite book is and what they were like in the 7th grade. So it is only fair that I ask someone I admire the same questions. So what's your favorite book and what were you like in the 7th grade?
Wow.
He was a huge kindergartner.
Yeah. My favorite book, it's been a while since I really thought my favorite, for a while my favorite book was Great Gatsby, which I love. And then The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand. It's a really big book, and I got really into it. And it really kind of got me thinking and believing a certain way, and now I almost believe the opposite, which is strange, but it sets it out so, you know, intelligently that it kind of changes over time. In the 7th grade, I was a chubby drama kid.
Chubby?
You know, with my plays. I think I was in Three Musketeers. I had a beret. What did I do? Yeah, I mean, I played basketball. I had my friends. I was never a cool guy in school or anything. I just loved my friends. You know, my family, my friends. I always spent time with them. I think there's something to be said for really having close friends. You know, you can have many, many friends, and that's right for some people. Like, I know some people that have 1,000 friends that they kind of know, but I'd much rather have, you know, 5 or 10 that, you know, I cry with. Not that I cry for girls. And Jensen. Jensen cries. Wiener. There's a microphone?
Nikki Acox told us to ask you if you would do an impression of her up on the stage.
Impression of her doing what?
My daddy shot your daddy.
My daddy said what?
My daddy shot your daddy.
My daddy shot you dead.
My daddy shot your daddy.
My daddy shot your daddy in the head. I want to do that again. Write to the writers. Tell them to write some evil stuff. It was so fun because Alona, a lot of y'all met Alona. She's so little, and I got to like throw her around. I was like, I feel tough. They were like, well, we need a really kind of crazy shot where it just kind of makes you uncomfortable. And I was like, I can lift her up and put her on the bar. Can you lift her up? And I was like, but she weighs like 30 pounds. It's quite easy. That was fun. A lot of fun. Hey!
There's a lot of urban myths that Supernatural hasn't covered yet.
There's a long myth that Supernatural hasn't which yet?
There's a lot of urban myths that Supernatural hasn't covered yet. Which one would you like to see them do?
Who was that? Are there any that I'd like to see them do?
Any urban myths that you'd like to see Supernatural cover?
Yeah, I've thought about this before, and it always goes back to one of my favorite kind of scary things growing up, which is called the Shadow Man, and who helps kids that are getting picked on. But then he can always turn, so that's a scary one, because what do you do against the shadow, you know? You can't shoot it, you can't run from it, so I go to Shadow Man. Yeah, shine a light. That's so heroic.
There's also one that I'd like to see be done.
Which one?
There's also an urban myth that I'd like to see be done.
What's that?
Actually, this is more like pop culture and body switching.
Oh, body switching. Do you mean like shape-shifting? I think that would be fun, but with our nature of making fun of each other, we'd never get anything done. I'd be sitting there like this. And he'd probably be flexing or something. So, yeah, that would be fun. I like the shapeshifter idea. That's always one of my favorites. He-Man, oh, there you go. I love the body switching. That'd actually be a lot of fun. Maybe the writers are thinking the same thing. I'll tell Kirky. Damn midget. Damn midget. The trucker cat there. Long johns. Thong. Let's get Jim Beaver in a thong. Just for that little entrance. Sorry, guys.
Hi, I just had a question. What's on your iPod? Like, what are your favorite bands?
A lot on my iPod. I have actually 13,000 songs on my iPod. Yeah, I love singer-songwriters. Lately I've been listening to a lot of John Mayer, a lot of his latest stuff. I think he's an incredible guitarist. I read an interview with B.B. King, and they were asking B.B. King. I read an interview with B.B. King, and he was talking about how blues changed, and there was his phase, and like what he added to blues. He was talking about how he thinks John Mayer is the future of blues. I was like, for that to come from B.B. King? And when I grew up in high school, when I was in high school, John Mayer was kind of considered like cheesy pop, like you want to kiss a girl, like play your body some Wonderland, she loves it. So I was always like, oh, whatever. But then when I started listening to it, he's a great musician. But stuff like that, Ray LaMontagne, I still love Jack Johnson, Dave Matthews. So a lot of singer-songwriters. I love guitar. If there's a good guitar player in the band, then I love Josh Kelly. Yeah, I really do. Yeah. I only have one of his albums for the ride home, but I listen to it quite a bit. Matt Kearney, you know Matt Kearney? Coldplay, obviously. A lot, yeah. So that's what's up. Eye of the Tiger. I love Jackie Chan.
You mentioned you play guitar. Do you play anything else or just guitar?
I don't really play anything. I don't really play guitar. Like I can pick it up and kind of mess around, but I'm not Jason Manns or Steve Carlson. I just kind of like to pick it up and look cool. And then hand it off to someone who can play and watch them play.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hi, Jared.
Hi.
Welcome back to Orlando. We're happy to have you.
I'm glad to be back, even though it's for like 14 hours. I was hoping to be able to sneak away longer this time, but they worked me.
Sorry, I couldn't go to Halloween Horror Nights, but try next time.
Well, I'll try next time.
My question for you is, what is the craziest fan run-in you've ever had? I've seen some good ones, but...
Run-in I've ever had. I've had a few butt grabbers. And you're like, come on now. It's really been nice. I've been lucky so far, where the fans are fans of the work, Like I don't have anybody going, oh my God, you're Us Weekly, like, come here. So usually people that want to say something to you, or want to say something to me, they want to talk about the work, they want to talk about Supernatural, or say the event on Friday the 13th and look forward to seeing it, or something like that. So that's been really nice and flattering. So I've been very lucky. I think it's not like I can take credit for it, but I think also I don't put myself out like in like a lot of pop magazines, so I try and steer clear of kind of the fans that attracts. Makes sense? I'd rather somebody be a fan of my work than a fan of my persona or something, Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. What? Don't call me that. microphones. I was just talking about y'all earlier, about the whole chisel chest scene. I love them, but I hope I never film with them again because all I do is laugh. It's like, Jared, you sucked in that episode. I'm going, that's because the whole time I was laughing, so they couldn't use any of the real stuff. I was like, okay, stop laughing for 5 seconds. And so my acting in the episode is like this. And everything is just me being super serious, because that's all I can do and not laugh. But it shall happen again. Thanks, Buck, Wes.
Hi, my question is, I loved you in the season finale when you...
That is not a question.
Would you guys do a musical like Bucky did a couple of seasons? You know,
Would we do a musical?
Yeah, right now, dance. Is that something you guys would do?
I hope not. I pray not. I think the trickster, maybe. I think Kripke, God bless him, wants to steer clear of like the super kind of cheesy. I think Buffy went like 13 seasons. How many seasons did Buffy go? 7. I think Buffy started running out of ideas. You know, like let's have him sing. You know, so I think Kripke. Thank God. I think the reason the show is what it is he's so intense about the mythology and about the characters that I don't think we'll ever do a musical. But if we do, I guess I'd have to do it.
You guys are way better than Buffy anyway.
Thank you. As are you.
Hello, Jared.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I have a question. When you were filming House of Wax and you were in that contraption, what did they put all over you? Is that real wax?
No, it was a food additive. It was like a, like the guy actually like put his finger in it and goes, I ate it just to show that it was safe. Luckily for me, I also had a body double to do the intense stuff because they only kind of did it to my body for the close-ups and stuff, and they didn't do it to like because it's not actually me sitting in the contraption. It's my body double, which was a really funny experience to cast. Like to sit there with the producer, the director, and a bunch of dudes like coming in. Okay, take off your shirt, please. And then I'm like, no. His muscles aren't big enough. By the end, they were like, you want Hulk or something? That was still in my days of like kind of being a little wiry guy. And so these guys would come in and like play rugby. They're in Australia, so they brought in like a rugby team. And I was like, not tall enough. Howdy. You know, I was like, and then they asked me to turn around and check out their butt. Nice butt. Let's do it. It was like a food additive. Yeah, not wax, thank God.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's a growing woman again. I'll follow this real fast. Okay, let's growing woman while we're waiting. Right there. Standing. You're earning your keep, man. You're earning your keep. She's way back there.
Oh, in the back. Say that. Okay.
All right.
Same thing as last year, I was really loud. So there's this, I guess people want to know, a prank was pulled on you recently, I assume, where you were staked to the ground?
Excuse me?
What exactly happened?
Stick to the ground?
You were up down.
I never heard of it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, whenever we're in our little contraptions, I'm always hesitant when they tell me I'm putting on like a harness and getting wired. Like the witch episode, we were wired, and so I was like a puppeteer. Like, all right, going for lunch, you know. But when I was staked to the ground, I luckily fought my way out. I think if not, I think I would have had some bizarre pictures. But you know what? Our stand-ins got us a couple episodes ago, now that I remember. It's the oldest trick in the book, and I was even kind of wondering why everybody was standing around watching, and I was like, oh well, I'll just do it. And it was the, we were looking through binoculars at the house. Yeah. So the shot is, Jensen's in the driver's seat, and I'm in this seat. We have binoculars, and the cameras are over here. And so we grab our binoculars and like look, and the first couple of lines is supposed to say this way. And so everybody knows that I have black stuff all over my eyes, and Jensen does too. But we haven't seen each other yet. So I turn around, and he's got like black all over. He looked like he was wearing black eyeshadow, like he looked like Dracula. Wearing black, and he was looking at me like, what the hell? I was looking at him like, what? And so we kind of realized that we had been had. But we'll get them back. We'll get them back. Jensen sat in his chair that day and broke it, so I think it was coming back. But we'll get them back.
That is loud. One of the things I've always thought was cool about the show is that Sam and Dean don't have a fabulous wardrobe from nowhere where they're just always wearing amazing clothes.
I agree.
And that their shirts and stuff seem to show up more than once. But I was wondering if there was any rhyme or reason to what shirts show up more, because Sam has a couple of shirts that are kind of interesting and they seem to show up. One of them seems to show up a lot, and I was just curious whose choice that was.
Interesting, like bad.
The consensus among the fans I've spoken to seems that it resembles a maternity shirt.
Fair enough. I think the idea is really that these guys don't have money, and a lot of times the only reason for the shirt choice is because Jensen's wearing dark, so I have to wear light, or because I'm wearing dark, so he has to wear light. Like, we're not going to wear the same color at the same time. They won't put us in the same color jackets at the same time. If we have a stunt scene, then they'll do like, 'cause some shirts they have 10, and some they have 2. There's one shirt that I only have 1 of. It was the shirt that I wore season 3 in a scene with Ruby. And it's kind of like a cool shirt from American Eagle or something. But there's only 1 of them because it was a sample shirt. And so if you're going to do a stunt, they're not going to put you in that shirt in case it rips, in case you get shot, there'll be a hole in it or stabbed. There was a coat that I really liked in the ship episode, what's it called?
Red Sky.
Yeah, Red Sky Morning. And Bella shoots me. And so she shoots through the jacket, she shoots through the shoulder, and I was wearing this brown corduroy jacket. And I was like, I like this jacket. And they were like, don't worry, we'll wait a few episodes, patch it up, and you can wear it again. But I guess they had a lot of those jackets, so if you're going to do like a squib shot, then they have to have enough multiples to be able to do it over and over and over again. So a lot of times it's like, if I'm doing a stunt, and then, this is a Sam shirt actually right now. I asked my wardrobe lady, I was like, can I have some clothes? I'm not Orlando. So undershirt, overshirt, everything. And then these pants are Sam's that I stole last season. These shoes are Sam's that I stole 2 seasons ago. This underwear, actually this underwear is underwear that I stole. I think maybe season 1. The socks are mine. The belt is also Sam's. Yeah, look at that. But usually it has to do with color matching and stunts and stuff. But if y'all don't like certain shirts, ride up.
Hi, this is my first con, and
welcome.
Thank you. It's been quite an experience. One of the things that has really got my attention is all the tattoos, and it made me think with you sitting up there. Do you have any tattoos?
I do not have any tattoos. I've always wanted one. I just haven't yet figured out what I want. You know, since I've waited so long, I'm waiting for it to be really like an epiphany. You know, but I love tattoos. I like them. You know. It's a whale noise. Do you have any tattoos? Did you? What was she get? Nice. Pretty. Alright. No, I'm going.
You've given us 3 marvelous seasons, and I've just been floored every one of them. And I tend to alternate between wanting to hug salmon stuffing full of cookies. Because in my house, that's how we fix boo-boos. Love and cookies.
That's how I fix my boo-boos too.
And kicking Dean in the shins for being a schmuck.
Absolutely. Can you write that down? Like a transcriber?
And then flip it, because then I want to hug Dean and fill him full of cookies.
And you want to kick me in the shins?
It's left me with
I cannot wait to hear that. How hard are your shins?
What cereal is currently in your pantry?
I think in maybe a million years, that is not the question that I would expect. Thank God that was the question. What cereal's in my pantry? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Fruity Pebbles. And I love Frosted Flakes. And then like all really sugary cereals. However, I do also have like Fiber One or something that's called like Fiber Mini Wheats or something. Fiber Strawberry Mini Wheats. So I think that's it. Yeah. I love cereal. I just never have it because if I buy milk, I've been in Vancouver for 4 years. I've maybe bought milk 3 or 4 times, and every time I've had a glass and then it's gone sour before I have a chance to drink the rest of it. Oh, that's what I wanted to hear. Cookie me. Yeah, but it's just because you're working all the time, and usually if I wake up in time to eat cereal, then I need to go to set anyways, and I'm like, I'll just have cereal there, so.
I need my cereal.
Yeah, see, I need cereal. I miss those guys. Garfield. Thank you. Did the microphone?
Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
I'm over here.
Okay.
I had a really intelligent question, and then you said hi back, and I don't anymore.
I take it back. Where are you?
Don't do that. What I'm wondering is it harder when you're doing the really emotional scenes with Jensen, or is it harder when you're doing the more sort of humorous scenes?
It's harder doing the humorous scenes, you know, because humor is such a weird beast, and Jensen just knocks it out of the park. I mean, he has got such great timing and great lines, and he has such a great sense of, he's funny in real life and also funny on screen. It doesn't always translate. Like, we've had people who are incredibly funny come to set, and they're like, blah, 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 and they're so fun to be around, and then you get them on camera, and you're like, dude, fall asleep. It's a weird beast. I heard Mel Gibson say something about What Women Want, when he did What Women Want. I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to do comedy. Because you have to do these crazy things or this funny stuff, and make it seem like there's nothing to it, you know, and make it seem like it was an accident or something. And plus, Jensen and I have developed, like, of these 68 episodes we've done, or 67 and a half, you know, 60 of them have been dramatic and 7 have been humorous, you know, so we definitely have more experience with the drama. And it's nice to get there. And every now and again, you just need to have like a good, all-out emotional scene. I like to come to set and I'll be like, that scene's today. Thank God, I need to cry. Just get into it, you know, and kind of, it's fun to go there. And plus also, usually the really emotional scenes are the ones that are really furthering the storyline and the plot. Yeah. And I love that, because I love Supernatural when it's involved with the through line, you know. I love doing kind of funny, quirky episodes, but when you get back to a really heavy mythology episode, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to cry. I lost my shoe. Who else?
Hello. I was over here. I was wondering that aside from the rest of the season of Supernatural, do you have any upcoming projects?
I do. I did a movie this summer called Friday the 13th. Yeah, and I think it's going to be really good. I haven't seen any of it yet, but actually I saw a teaser at Comic-Con, and it comes out Friday the 13th. And so that's going to be a kick. It's going to be really kind of crazy, because when I did House of Wax, when it came out, I had time to go do press. I went to New York and to TRL, and I went to Toronto. But here I'm going to be working, so it's going to be hard to do press and work at the same time. A lot of weekends that are going to be wasted, you know. But it's all right. So I have that, and then, you know, got to bring you season 4. So that's a huge, huge job.
They're not dying that movie.
And season 4?
No, Friday the 13th.
I actually don't know how it ends. I truly do not. We shot a few options. I think they want to have it open, you know? So I'll not let you know when I find out. Are we switching sides, or is the?
I guess it's Hi. I just wanted to know what your dream project was to do. Like, if you could create it, or if it's something that's already out there, like a movie or a TV show.
You know what? I would love to do something like Lord of the Rings. A good Hobbit. 6'8" Hobbit. Hey guys.
How about Tarzan?
I don't have hairy feet. What is a Hobbit complex now? Elf is fun. What I love about Lord of the Rings is that it told a story. Plus, I love like Star Wars, but I can watch it at any time. And it's one of those movies that even though I'm now an actor and I know like, oh, that was probably miserable to shoot. That probably took months. That was all in the dark. You watch it and you're like, oh, I bet you they just like lived it. I bet you they really got along like that. And to shoot in New Zealand for like 10 months, that would be wicked. So, you know, and the 3 movies. I don't know. I'd love to do something like that.
First of all, thank you for coming back. My daughter had a chance to meet you. She was at her dad's last time, so thank you.
Oh, really? Well, I'm really excited to meet her.
So I want to know with the new Angel storyline, if Kirky isn't throwing us a huge curveball, and he's not really an angel. If you were Eric Kirky and had the decision on where you would go with the storyline, what would you like to see happen?
Oh, wow. If I was Eric Kirky, you mean concerning the angels, well, what I love about the angel, and I truly do not know where it's going, but what I've really, you know, when we did the episode called Angel or Touched or House of the Holy, it was called like 8 different things. What's the final? What was it?
House of the Holy.
The episode that was finally called House of the Holy. I had a big problem with it. I was like, you know, I'm sure we have viewers that are religious, some that are not religious. We're going to turn some people off, and we're making weird statements. And I really was upset by the script. When we did it, it was maybe the first time in a year and a half that Jensen and I both got on the phone with Kirky, and we were like, listen, man, like we kind of have issues with this. Like usually we're pretty easy. We trust them, they trust us. But I had issues with it. And then it turned out to be one of my favorite episodes. And now that we're bringing in the angels, I love the idea that it's something greater than us that's happening. Like this has always been a big saga, a big journey. I mean, we opened up the gates of hell for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like I love that. I love that we went so intense and so we took dramatic measures in there. It's just like, what's the most unbelievable thing? Open the gates of hell. Let's do it. You know? And so I love that Kirky is making it much bigger than just Sam and Dean and Impala, because that's where it's rooted. But the great thing about it is that it is bigger. It is bigger than Here, I, or Us. And so I'd like to see the brothers clash in some way, shape, or form. I don't know in what vein, but we know that Sam is doing some things that Paul has given powers, and we know that the angels have said they have work for Jensen to do, what they need to do. So we'll see how that plays out. I hope it's going where I think it's going. I think it's going to the brothers. Going after it. I just watched Skim the other day, and I was like, that kicks ass. But I love that. I love that dynamic, and it's fun. As much as I love just the normal scenes with Jensen, I love when we get to kind of elevate each other through a physical scene or through an emotional scene or whatever. So I'll take it there. I've always said I want Supernatural to end like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. Hall of Fame, everybody dies. Yes. It's so heroic. You know?
It's so final.
Maybe just keep the sound going. The Impala crashes. Fine, Sam kills Dean. Dean kills Sam. Jim Beaver kills Dean and Sam. We have to kill Bobby Singer. We'll bring it back. Everybody's died. Nikki, me, Jensen, Jim. Jeff, Malik. Who? The car guy came back. Yeah. Let's bring him back. Yeah. Bring him back, baby. It's supernatural. What did the fancy?
Don't bring us back.
Oh, we tell him. I know that the writers have been searching for a way. It's almost like, remember when they talked about, did you ever reading interviews about Lauren Cohan and her character? It's like they loved her, they loved what she did, but they couldn't figure out what to do with her. And they want so badly to put her in and put them back in, but they were like, we don't know how to do it correctly. The writers, they've even mentioned in a few articles, they're like, we take full responsibility. We just miswrote it, or we just didn't, write her a good enough arc. We didn't have her, important enough story arc. So keep doing that. I know you're all on the internet, so keep giving it a go. We should move over there. Okay, there you are. Holly.
I just wanted to make the whale noise. She was introducing me. Hey, Jerry.
Hi.
We actually want to talk to you about Gilmore Girls.
All right.
But it was here. No, we actually also want to talk to you about John Michael Murray.
Okay, I'll tell you all about him.
We want to know, we talked about doing the movie. If you would come back as Dean and save the day, and please. And also, Chad's talked about maybe wanting to come. He's joked around about wanting to come up on the show with you guys, and you guys are gonna make that happen.
We've talked about that a lot, especially since what's tough is literally the tough thing is that he shoots here, we shoot there, and then a little bit further away. And so just working out logistics with him being on our show for a while, we talked about a crossover with Smallville. Don't tell him that. Don't tell them that. But what? No, we love to have him on the episode. I mean, we already know we get along. We hang out whenever we're around each other. I've known him for years now. I mean, y'all know we did Gilmore Girls.
We know.
And 8 years ago, over 8 years ago we met. So we've been buddies for a while. We love to have him on the show. He's a great actor, and he's already the face of the network, and so it'd be fun to have him.
Okay, talk about Dean.
Dean Forrester? He totally come back. You know what, they tried to get me to come back for a few of the last seasons. I couldn't because I was shooting songs.
By the way, you're ruining my life with the evil Sam talk.
Okay. If they make the Gilmore Girls movie, I'll make sure that Supernatural lets me have a few episodes.
What do you think of Dean Forrester?
I will. I gotta bring him back. I remember him. I love you, you idiot. Isn't that from season 1? Oh my gosh. Kick ass. But they're little ones. Kick booty. Awesome. Yeah, that was a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We shot. It just come out and it done really well. It was really cool feel, really cool vibe. And we all sat down and watched it. We were like, man, that's really cool. It honored the original while doing something new. So I was really excited. I mean, when I heard that it was coming out, I basically heard that it was coming out and that they wanted me to be a part of it. And so I was like, man, cool. So it was a no-brainer. Shot in Austin, Texas, where I love. And woo. So it was really interesting and also terrifying. It's also, I mean, I've been in a few remakes now. It seems to, for a while, it was like House of Wax, Flight of the Phoenix. And so it's kind of terrifying because there's some devout fans that are like, don't mess it up. I made the mistake of going on during the shooting. I went to a forum that was like, they're gonna crap it up, blah, 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 blah. I was like, some people you're not gonna please, and it always just comes back to just do your thing, do your work, and I hope it turns out well. Hope it's well received. But I can't wait to see it. I heard a buddy of mine who's in the movie with me, Nick, said that he had gone over to the production offices and watched like a little 5-10 minute clip of it. He said it looks great. So I can't wait. 4 months, 5 months. What's the date? October?
September 28th.
September? July. Don't tell me July. Where'd he go? Hey,
Hey, Jen.
I like your shirt.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
That's me. We got two of them. I love it.
Twins. Okay, so we've all heard the story behind Dean's amulet in Supernatural, but I've noticed, like, both Ash, Jared, and Sam, you have your own piece of special jewelry, which is this little bracelet on your wrist. Like, does that have any significance?
We're going to see. I'm sure it will. Originally, I wore it as Jared, and for the pilot, they were like, we kind of like that, wear it. And so it's stuck, and so I still wear it all the time for Sam. And I think, knowing the writers, they're going to turn it into something, because they've tied a lot of loose ends and answered a lot of weird questions, and I cannot wait to see where they go with it. I'm really excited. It's been a great journey, and I'm speaking like I know the show's done or something. It's been such a crazy journey, and I can't wait for all of these loose ends to be tied up. I can't wait to figure out what's going to happen to Impala, what we're going to find out about the demons and the angels and the amulet, just what it does, because we know where it came from, but there are still things that y'all are going to find out about it. And so obviously we're going to find out about Sam's jewelry too, and then our little tattoos.
And also, I have something to give you again. I have another picture of your dogs. This time they're together in the same picture. And
really?
And I have one too, because my friend Amanda here has inspired me to pick up my drawing again.
Come on, that's awesome.
Yeah. So she did your DOG dog, and I did your DAWG dog.
No way. Let's see it. DAWG. Dow. Y'all. Y'all come back now here. Thank you. That's awesome. I love seeing you here.
Thank you so much. It's so sweet.
Look at that. Did you do this? Did you do this? That's awesome. Let's see.
Oh my God. Try being mean to me now.
Come on. Look at
This is my job.
Look at this, guy. Did you do that? Thank you. This kind of stuff inspires me. I don't know if any of y'all are actors out there or actresses, but I feel like that is sort of my artistic calling. When I see stuff like this, I think it's so awesome. I think it's so awesome to really love something that you cannot do. And there's me.
Yeah, because when he came in before, we're like, no.
Little kid, dude. It was like walking into a room full of human cats. I literally started hearing meow, meow.
I was wondering, it was me. I thought I was like, my smell?
And then a bunch of the meaner ones went, get out. So,
thank y'all.
They can't say no to this. They can't say no.
Thank y'all. I got bodyguards. I got a room full of bodyguards. Is that my?
It's time.
It's time?
I'm sorry. I have to get me off the stage now.
We have a birthday, so one last one. Hi. Happy birthday.
I have two quick questions for you. One, what's your favorite car? And two, what do you like? What are the pros and cons of Supernatural and Gilmore Girls?
My favorite car is a 1967 Corvette. And the pros and cons of Supernatural and Gilmore Girls. Pros of Supernatural, my show and Jensen's show. So I'm one of the pilots, you know, and I get to do a lot of stunts, there were fight scenes in Gilmore Girls. I got to fight Milo, and I got to fight Tristan and stuff like that. So that was fun, but I get to do so much. But that's also the con. The con is that Gilmore Girls I work 3 days a week, and Supernatural I work, 6 or 7. So there's not much of a life to be had in Supernatural, but then I see y'all guys, and it makes it all better. So, that's the fun.
So if you haven't bought a raffle ticket yet, please do so at the Emporium. They are still on sale. Jared Padalecki! He would